Hi everybody, my name is Julie Dries. I'm the Children's Librarian at the Harrison Township Public Library. Today we're going to be taking a peek at a resource provided by the Michigan Electronic Library, free for residents in the state of Michigan, and it is called Explora for elementary students. This is a fabulous resource, and so I'm going to kind of give a presentation on it geared towards kids and teachers and parents so that you guys can kind of get an idea of what it has included and how it might be useful to you for the school year. It is a great place to go for research. If you need to research something for an assignment, teachers, if you need your kids to do some sort of research, this is a one-stop shopping kind of a place. And kids, if you need to find out information about something, or parents, if you're helping your children do some research, this is a great first place to go, because not only will you get ebooks, which I have shown in another video. So you'll get ebook results in this. You will get encyclopedia, online encyclopedia results in this. And you will also get results from periodicals, like magazines and different things that are geared towards kids, articles, as well as pictures and things like that. So this is a great place to go for if you're doing research for the very first time and want to explore different types of resources and see which ones might be more useful for you. It's also a great place to come just if you're interested in a topic, if you're interested in something and you just want to learn more about it. So let me get my camera set up here on the screen and we'll do a brief overview of MeL Explora for elementary kids. Here we are at the Harrison Township Public Library's homepage. Our website address is htlibrary.org, and you can see here that I've clicked on the Children's tab on our menu bar. And we do have a link for Michigan Electronic Library right here on the Children's page. If we scroll down just a little bit, here we go. This is Michigan Electronic Library. The Michigan eLibrary provides all Michigan residents with free access to online full-text articles, full-text books, digital images, and other valuable research information, including these learning resources, especially for children. Let's click into it. So here we have come to Michigan eLibrary's landing page for K through 5 resources. And the way they're organized here is in ABC order. So if you know what kind of resource you want to go in, you can just click on the letter and it will bring you right to that resource. Since we're doing Explora, normally we would click right here on the letter E. However, Michigan eLibrary right now is featuring Explora up here at the top as one of their, what they call their best bets. So it's one of their featured resources this month. And it gives us a little bit of information here and tells us basically what I just told you, how the content is from children's magazines, easy to read encyclopedia articles, and images. And like I said, there's also ebooks as well. So let's click into this and see what it looks like. All right, we are here at Explora. And the very first thing we see at the top is we have kind of a blue bar up here. This one allows you, if you're doing a search, you can switch to a new search. There are some things up here for teachers if you're watching this. You have curriculum standards, and you also have a special spot for educators. Teachers, there's some stuff in here, some how-tos. There are lesson plans in here. There is a scavenger hunt if you want your students to get familiar with this resource that you can print out in PDF form and have them complete. So this is a great place to check out for teachers. This allows you to search some other databases. We're not going to go into that right now, but you're welcome to play with that if you come in here. The next thing we see is just a search box. So if you are interested in a particular topic, you are coming here for a specific reason, you could just type in your search into the search box, click on search, and it would bring up results. The next thing we see is we have a little scroll bar here with pictures. It's a little carousel, and they have different things featured here. So if you're just kind of browsing, it's kind of fun over here to click your arrow to the right and see the 5 different topics that they're featuring today. Today we have a milk snake. We can click right into the article about that guy if we want to find out more about it. Some information on cursive. If we click our arrow again to the right, they're featuring the Amazon River. Ooh, we've got a type of a dinosaur here who looks pretty cool. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this because I'm sure I will mess it up. I suppose I could if I sounded it out, but right now we're just going to scroll through. We also have an artist here that they're featuring, Jackson Pollock. So that's those are just some of the featured things today. If we scroll down a little bit further, you can see the browsing area. They break up the topics here in Explora into 8 different parts. We have animals, arts and music, biographies. Good for our 4th graders. I always point out stuff on biographies because 4th grade around here always does their big biography project. So this is a good place to come for that, guys. Geography, about countries, states, cities, and more. We have some language arts stuff, literature, nonfiction, writing, that kind of thing. We have some math resources here, science and health, and social studies. So you can see for teachers, we've got something for everybody here. And for kids, we cover most of your academic subject matters here that you're going to need to be learning about. So that's our menu. Let's take a look here. I just want to go in and browse. We're just going to click on animals here because I want to show you what happens when you go into a certain topic. If you're browsing here, I clicked on animals, and again, it's going to put my results in ABC order. So if I wanted to find out about animals that start with a W, I could click right here to W. I could click on any letter I wanted and find out some information. Right here, I am on my letter A's, so I've got A's and B's and C's up here, and you can see I can also just scroll down if I don't want to click on a particular letter and I just want to browse instead. Let's click into our bald eagle here. Bald eagles are so cool. I've seen a couple of them this summer flying around. This is what it looks like. If you were to just type in bald eagle in the search box too, your results would look just like this. So the first thing I wanted to show you is over on the left-hand side. You can narrow down your search. Right now we're seeing numbers 1 through 10 results of 185 different articles, ebooks, and things that it brought up for us. If I wanted fewer results, I could narrow them down over here. Down here, right now, I'm seeing all things published from 1991 to 2020. 1991 is pretty old for an informational article. So I might want to have more recent things. All I would need to do is slide this, and you can see here that it's changing my dates. Maybe I want something that was published within the last 10 years. Okay, I could just drop that there and it would refine my results. If I wanted something published within the last 5 years, maybe I could go from 2015 to 2020. Okay, so it's up to you. You decide on how recent or how old you want your search results to be. So that's one thing that you can do there. The next thing is that you can break down the type of results that you get. Right now, it's showing me all results, including I've got 11 ebook results, 151 magazine results, and 17 encyclopedia results. I could, if I wanted to just see the ebooks, I could just click into this box, or just the magazines, or just the encyclopedias, or any combination. I could click into those boxes if I didn't want to see all the results. The next thing that might be interesting to you is a Lexile range. Lexile is a reading level, and when you click into Lexiles, it will show you kind of the grade levels that the Lexiles go along with. So right now you can see how many results in parentheses. 0 to 400 is going to be your easiest reading level. Then we go up a little bit higher here. You can see we've got 13 results from 401 to a 700 Lexile. Those will be your next easiest. And then we've got some more that are a little bit harder. Okay, so the higher the Lexile number, the harder it is going to be to read. And you can check those off. If you are, a beginning reader or working with beginning readers, you can just click the lower Lexiles so that the harder to read information does not come up. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys realized that you can narrow your searches that way. Let's take a look at the center part of our search results now, which is where we actually have the articles. The first thing it shows us here is a topic overview at the top about the bald eagle. It's from the Salem Press Encyclopedia, and it's going to give us just an overview of what a bald eagle is. After that, you can see we have numbered results here. And underneath the picture, it will tell you what kind of result it is. So you can see here, if I scroll down, we've got an ebook. Number 2 is also an ebook. Number 3 is an ebook. Number 4 and number 5 are ebooks. So our first 5 results are ebooks. The next thing we have, numbers 6 and 7 and even 8, are periodicals. Periodicals are things that are published periodically, like monthly or weekly, such as magazines, journals, that kind of thing. This particular periodical, it's a cover story called Paula's Guide to Bald Eagles. It's from Ranger Rick Jr. magazine, the June-July 2018 issue. Okay, and it will give you, for all of your results here, it will tell you where the source is from in this top line. A lot of times it will tell you here the lexile or the reading level. And if you wanted to see, like for example, this says it's a 710 lexile. If we wanted to click into that, it gives you an idea here. The lexile band, this one is 710, so it kind of falls in here between 645 and 845. So that's going to be about a 4th or 5th grade reading level, mostly appropriate for 9 to 11-year-olds. Now that doesn't mean the rest of you who are older than that couldn't use that. It just means that you should be able to read it at that reading level. For younger kids might need some help from a teacher or a parent to read an article of that level. Not all of your results will have lexiles, but most of them will, which is nice. It will also give you a little summary right here of what the article is about or the ebook is about. And when you go into these, let's do the Paula's Guide to Bald Eagles so you guys can see what this looks like a little bit. We're going to click into it. And right here, this is kind of cool. You can actually listen to this. So if it's a little bit above your lexile, or if you prefer to listen while you read, you can choose to listen to this being read aloud to you. You can even choose the accent here. If you would like an American accent, an Australian accent, or a British accent, you can choose that. So these are all your audio controls here. And right here is just the article from Ranger Rick magazine that you can read as you scroll down. It's all right here for you, which is fabulous. Okay. So, some of the things that you can do when you are in an article here, over on the right-hand side, you can share these articles. You can put them in Google Classroom for teachers or kids who have this kind of thing. You can also have Google Drive. You can add it to a folder, which means it's kind of like bookmarking it. So if you're kind of making a collection of resources, you can add it to your folder temporarily. It won't stay there indefinitely. It will just stay there for this session. You can print the article. You can email it, save it, citing it. Guys, citing it, that's kind of like giving this information here where it tells where the article is from. So teachers, if you require your kids to cite their sources, or kids, if your teacher says, I need to know where you got that information, usually it shows it right here. But if you click on this cite button, it will also give you some ways, like right here, this APA one is one that's very easy to use. This tells you right here where this information is from. You could copy it and paste it right onto your works cited or your references part of your report that you're doing. Okay. You can also export this. You can create notes. A permalink. This is fabulous for teachers. If you want to share out these articles so that all your kids in your class have access to this, maybe you're teaching remotely using Schoology or another type of a platform, or you have your kids in the computer lab and you want them to all click into this, you can click on permalink and it gives you this link here, and you could share this on your class website. Like I said, any online platform, here's your link. So all your kids can view this article at once. Kids, you can also do this. You can use this link so that you can come back to this at a later time if you'd like. So that is kind of all the features you will see when you click into an article, like a journal article. Let's go back. We're back to our results list here. I have shown you guys ebooks. If you look at my videos on YouTube, we did do one with MeL ebooks and kind of looked at what an ebook looks like. So I'm not going to go too much over that other than to just click into it briefly. Let's click into the Bald Eagle one here. I just want to show you a brief overview of what this looks like. You get all the information here about it, but you're not going to see it right there like you are the article. In this case, you need to do what's called the PDF full text. And when you click on that, at that point, that's where you're going to actually see the ebook. Okay, comes up here, and you can look through this book. It looks just like a regular book that you would get out of the library. Okay, so you can see over on the side here, you can see the table of contents here, so you could click into the different parts of it. Down in the bottom, let's see if I move myself out of the way here, you can see here, you can adjust the size of this. You can see it's kind of big on our screen. So if we wanted to make it look a little bit smaller, we could downsize it so that we could see it a little bit better. And we can use our controls here to turn our pages. And it looks just like a regular book. I also wanted you to see that when you are in an ebook, you have the same type of options that you had that I showed you when we were in the journal article. But they're kind of across the top here. Looking up in the top left corner here, we have the add to folder, save, email, print, cite. There's a dictionary to look up some words, export. There's your link. You can do the permalink to these as well, Google Classroom and Google Drive. Now, the other thing that you should know about these is that you can also do a full download, like actually, quote, check out an ebook on here. When you're using the Michigan Electronic Library, you do not need to have an account if you're just looking through stuff, reading stuff as you're on the screen like we are now. However, if you wanted to actually borrow this book, you could do what's called a full download. Okay, but the only thing is you need to have a free account to do that, and it will prompt you when you click the download button to either sign into your account, or if you don't have one, to create it. This is totally free to do, and this is only if you'd like to keep that book checked out for a while. Now, this is not like other ebooks where only one person can check them out at a time. There's no limit on the number of people that can borrow them. So it's not like you'll have to wait in line or anything. But you don't have to do this to read the book, because you could see we don't have an account here, and we just went in and were able to go through and click through the pages and read it. So it's up to you whether or not you want to create an account, or if you just like to come in like we're doing now and just read things. So that is what an ebook looks like in here, as opposed to an article like we looked at before. Let's click our back button, go back to our list, our search results. Now, if you remember also, let me move myself out of our writing here. There we go. When we first opened our screen here, I showed you up in the top left-hand corner, there is a button for new search. So if we've looked through all of our different things for our topic and we want to search something else, we just click our new search button and it will bring us right back to that home screen where we started off. And then we can click in the search box, we can enter a new topic, or we can go down and use our browsing tools in order to check out some different topics. So that is our overview today. I hope that you are able to access this resource. Go to the Harrison Township Library's homepage, go to the Children's tab, click into MeL and find Explora for Elementary. Play around with it, see how it will be useful to you, not only for school, but also for finding out about any topics that you really just want to know about. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.